Good evening.
Hello.
Welcome to Monday Night Live with the arrival.
Sorry we're late.
Are we late?
Just a little bit.
Anyway, yeah, there is a situation with the internet. I don't know what's going on. So, yeah, looks like we're 7 minutes late.
Mhm.
We do apologize, but you guys know
Yeah.
how the internet can go here sometimes.
And again, yeah.
I see our Hogan's in the chat.
Hey, R. Hogan, how are
Let
you?
me put my glasses on. It says, "Good evening, everyone. Hope all is well. Thank you. Hope all is well with you."
Hey, Stacy, how are you?
Hey, Stacy. She says, "Good evening, Arrival family. Thanks for tuning into tonight's live. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe."
Yes.
Thank you, Stacy. Stacy is our moderator.
Yes.
Hi, Andrew. Greetings.
Hello, Andrew.
How are you? Okay. So, what's going on, Mr. Kinney?
Well, we're about doing what we have to do. Got the got some chickens. Feeding the chickens. Wake up, feed the chickens.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You said
take care of the dog.
You said you're feeding the chicken. Wake up.
You wake up and feed the chicken.
Oh, okay. All right. Wake up and feed the chickens. Yeah.
And doing the doghouse.
Mm-hmm.
About to start doing the cement again around the bottom of the on the pavement on the floor. Try to beat the rainy season.
Okay.
Just a lot more, activity now we're going to have with doing the projects around here. Trying to get them done. Hopefully, we can start the house bricks in the near future. But I want to get these other things in. Make sure the chickens are secure, the dogs are secure. Because it rained the other night or last night.
I think it was in the morning.
In the morning,
It's
yeah.
like early morning. It rains again.
Yeah.
I think it's like our third rainfall.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think realistically speaking, we should probably be able to start the blocks next month.
Hopefully.
And get them started. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what we're shooting towards. And once the blocks are done, the walls will be nothing to go up. So
yeah,
it's been a nice little, whatever you want to call it, reprieve, just enjoying and doing things around here.
Yeah, time
so
to
much
work.
So much to do. So much to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so it says out of the mouth of babes. Hi guys, we are in the Gambia. Made it Tuesday.
Wow!
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
I hope all is well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, reach out to us, okay? Through email. Catherine Meconico says, "Good evening, Kenny and Terry. I shared a YouTube video with you. Let Ben see it and he'll straighten up." Okay, I'll have to check it out. Thank you, Catherine. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Takesha McDermott. Hi, Rival family.
Hello.
God bless you both.
Yes.
Bless you too, Takesha. Hope all is well.
Yes.
Barbara Keown says, "Hello from South Texas family.
Okay.
Love what you're doing with the place. Thank
Thanks.
you, thank you, thank you." And out of the mouth, the babe says, "Yes and thanks." Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tomorrow. Oh, I wanted to announce. We have not heard anything. As far as the land is still the land is still available.
Mm-hmm.
The land that is in Shenyang.
Well, yeah, Shenyang, Jambajali, yeah.
Shenyang.
Petroleum 1.
Petroleum 1.
Mm-hmm.
4 plots for 630,000 Dalasi. And we are advertising for a subscriber.
Yeah.
And she's unable to get to Africa due to illness, so she's getting rid of her plots. And if you're interested, we can share with you the video.
Yeah.
Or and if you're if you're interested, we'll give you her number and you can contact her. And yes, just want to make mention of that. It's a nice plot of land.
Yeah.
4 plots. Nice, very nice 4 plots of land.
Also, I was thinking too, we like to meet, with everyone that comes. Sometimes, but unfortunately, sometimes our car situation doesn't allow us to. We have unforeseen circumstances that stop us from being able to meet with everyone. So if we don't get a chance to meet with you, don't take it personal. It's because of the way of whatever situation we're dealing with. And, I just thought I'd throw that out there because, sometimes you can meet with everyone, sometimes you can't meet with everyone. But if we don't get a chance to meet with you, just don't take it personal. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I guess you can take that message.
Take it up a little bit.
No, take the message down from Stacy.
Oh yeah, I was.
We read Barbara, and I think we're at GDOS says hello, Terry and Kenny. Let me see.
Right here.
No, we already read that.
Oh, right here then, I think, is it? Okay, where are we
I think we're right here. GDOS.
Okay.
It's GDOS Smith says hello, Terry and Kenny. God's blessings, Miss Gambia. Oh
Wow.
yes. Yes. God blessing to you too.
Yes.
Sharon says, evening, Terry and Kenny, sending light and love. All is well. Hope all is well. All is well. Hope all is well with you.
Yes.
Too. Today, this evening, we want to talk about, our title for today is doing it on purpose.
On purpose.
On purpose. Doing it. And doing it is whatever it is that you're doing. That we're, make it purposeful and make it count, because we are hearing, and I guess everyone else is hearing, all these terrible things that are happening in life, and people are mass shootings, mass murders. They're happening on the street. They're happening in the sanctuaries. They're happening when people are sitting in homes. We heard of a situation where people are sitting in their car. Didn't you tell me?
That was in Philly.
Someone was sitting in their car, and I think a father and a son, or father.
Yeah, sorry about the beat. I gotta adjust that. Go ahead.
The father and someone just the wife came out, and the father and the son was dead in their car in front of their house. So I've been thinking about so many things, and how things are happening in life, and they're out of our control, really. So, I just wanted to share that we have to start living on purpose, make what we're doing it on purpose, making it count. When you set out through the day, what is your purpose for that day, and what are you doing? Make sure you're doing it on purpose. And that's what kind of motivated me. How about you, Kenny?
As far as
I'm doing it on purpose. Did I miss this one? I'm sorry, you pointed there.
No.
Okay.
You were saying, I'm sorry, I was taking care of that.
Okay, don't worry about it. Wendell Delaney is saying, hello, everyone from Dallas, Texas. It's hot ass fish
grease.
Okay, Wendell, that is hot. It's probably hot like that here in Africa, too. It's hot. Christine McDonald says, greetings from Atlanta, Georgia. What is the average temperature?
It all depends on the year. I mean, the season. Here, I mean, it's always 80s, 90s.
I think 90s. Average is probably in the 80s, mid 80s average. Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Vivian Perez is on here. Hi, Vivian. She said, hey, Terry, miss you, Chica. Oh, Vivian, hi. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, welcome.
It's good to see your name. Oh, I miss you too. Yes. Oh, Vivian, it just touched my heart. Sometimes when I see people in here that I either worked with, or they're my friends or my family members, and it just makes me realize, God, that I haven't seen you guys, or I haven't, and it just kind of makes me like, but thank you. I love you, Vivian. Wendell Hestick says, hello, blessings to you and your audience.
Thank you.
Wendy. Sorry, Wendy. I messed up that.
That's right.
I just talked about Wendell. You want to be?
No, you're good. You're doing good.
Okay, Carla Williams says, good evening. Glad to know that you two are still kicking it in the Gambia. I'm still working on trying to come for a visit. Stay strong. God bless. Yes. Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you, Carla.
Yeah.
Oh, Carla. Hi, Carla. Jet Union says, hello, Kenny and Terry. Greetings from Orlando.
Hello.
It's getting so bad now, not safe anywhere. It's very hot here also, and it's rain in the afternoon.
Humidity.
Yeah, that's what we're hearing. We're hearing that it's getting really, really bad.
Yeah.
And, what can we what can we do on purpose? What can you do on purpose?
To plan for your future,
To
yeah.
plan for your future. Like,
Mhm.
I was thinking of a few case scenarios.
Yeah.
Like, like there's so many of us that, I'm speaking for myself, that when it was time for me to move, or, for us to move, we had to go into our garage, I don't know how many times, to get rid of stuff, because there was so much stuff. And even
Mhm.
if you got rid of stuff, then you're saying, I'm going to keep this. And you went back again and said, I got to get rid of this, because
Mhm.
it was like a 3-time get rid of stuff. And you don't realize how much stuff you have.
Yeah.
So why don't, on purpose, you have a yard sale and start getting rid of some of that stuff that is just taking up space,
Yeah.
and put the money in the bank, put the money in a savings account, and plan to get your passport. If you don't have your passport,
Mhm.
get a ticket, come visit, see if this is something that's doable for you, on purpose.
Yeah.
That's one thing I wanted to share,
Mhm.
that you can do on purpose, is start lightening the load.
Yeah.
And I know so many people who have storage units. They have a whole house,
Mhm.
whole basement, a whole shed, and still have storage unit that they pay. Not only do they pay their mortgage, but they pay a storage unit fee every year for stuff that's just sitting there. And we can get rid of the stuff on purpose, or we could have a giveaway or a front yard sale and say someone else could use this stuff, so I'm going to have a yard sale. Make it, plan it on purpose. I'm getting rid of this.
Yeah.
How about you? Do you have anything?
No, I mean, I feel the same way.
Okay.
About planning on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to be sure you have a game plan. Because what's happening, you see what's happening. Handwriting's on the wall.
Yeah.
It's very plain to see. I mean, you can bury your head in sand and say it'll all go by and things go back to normal. Or you can, look at it with realistic eyes and say, wow, I got to do something. Not necessarily do like anyone else did, but, make your game plan, pray, and start planning, to do what you need to do for your embetterment of your future.
Yeah.
And if you really see what's happening, I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do, because everybody's situation is different. Some people can leave, some people can't. And if you can't leave, just start, making sure you can get your food source, make sure you can get water, have, preparations for what you're going to need in the future, or now, really. It was the future before, but now it's more so right at our doorstep.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to say hi to Jet Union. She says, hello, Kenny and Terry. Greetings from Orlando. It's getting so... Oh, I already read that. Sorry about that. Rakia Bryan's here. Hey, Rakia. Finally made it to the live.
Welcome.
Jay's Life Out Loud says, what's your favorite food in the Gambia?
That's not hard.
Mine's is Benachin.
Mine is Benachin, too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Benachin.
Okay, so Wendell says, it is purposeful when you cannot get a gun. Bill passed it in the U.S. Senate after all the carnage. The NRA must pay very well.
Wow.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yep.
Mr. Cool K doing it a new way says, blessings to y'all.
That's a big name, isn't it?
Yeah, Mr. Cool K, he's doing it a new way. I like that. He's doing it a new way. Blessings to you all from South Carolina. Can't wait to get there.
Thank you.
Wilbur White says, hello, Kenny and Terry. Hello.
Hey.
I'm reaching freedom. Stop living life without a plan. Yes. And Jet says, getting ready to get out of here in September. Ghana, here I come.
Oh, all right.
A little setback from back surgery, but feeling better now. I'm so glad, Jet.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, One Love says the NRA is a terrorist association. Wow. Yeah, I think I heard that.
Okay.
Rocky A. Bryan says, my grandmother at 80 had 2 storage units in addition to a shed in her backyard. Yeah. I mean, we all, and I don't know what that's about, but I think that we all kind of like have extra stuff. And I don't know if it's because of something we've gone through or been through, but I think that it's time for us to start freeing up some stuff. And there's so many people that could use that stuff that's in our storage. And if you don't want to give it away because you paid your hard-earned money or it has meaning to it, sell it very cheaply, you know, and bless somebody else, and do it on purpose.
Mhm.
So you know, something good comes out of it, and it makes my heart so sad
Mhm.
to hear what's going on, that people like from my hometown of Philly.
Mhm.
I heard on South Street, and South Street is like maybe 10 blocks
Mhm.
of 10 blocks where just stores,
Mhm.
restaurants, like where people just go and hang out and walk. And, you see celebrities sometimes down there getting their cheesesteaks or whatever. I heard that, how many people? Three?
I think
10
it was
people.
3 people, about 11 wounded, somewhere around there.
Yeah,
I
10.
haven't seen it
I think it
lately.
was like 10 wounded and three shot. And I'm like, wow, just walking down the street and just minding your business.
Hmm.
And that's pretty bad because, you never know who it was. And because everyone has security cameras, everyone in their stores have surveillance cameras. I'm sorry. And so I'm sure by now they could have saw who the shooter was.
Yeah, they
But when
probably did by now.
Yeah, but when they don't mention it, or if they don't tell you that they captured the shooter or nothing like that, it makes me think that it was organized, or it was something that was done intentional
Well,
against our people. So I just wanted people to just really, really think about what's happening in the days ahead, because I never thought I would, hear people just mass shootings and just people sitting in church being shot everywhere. Like, it's really time for us to make a plan
mhm.
and do it on purpose and see what that is, what that looks like. What does that look like in your life? Doing something on purpose to protect your family, to prepare for the future. Um, yeah. What does that look like? You know?
I mean, I know what it looked like for us.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
us, it
yeah,
was
but
like major.
yeah.
You know what I did?
What you do?
When we when we finally made up our mind that we were like, getting out of America
Mhm. Mhm.
and going to try something different
Mhm.
on purpose,
On purpose.
because we were just fed up with what was going on in our lives.
You sure you didn't just accidentally walk to the airport and get on an airplane and come to Canada? Or was it purpose?
Am I sure?
No.
What? No, it was on purpose. So you know what I did, because it wasn't like I had a whole bunch of time to really save, and because this is, I always said I'm not coming to Africa. I was the person who always was like, I'm not going to Africa. I'm not going to Africa.
Mhm.
But when it hit my heart that I wanted to come, and I don't know where it came from, it just came out of nowhere. I didn't have that much time to prepare, and I think that's why I always tell you guys, I'm stressing so much. Do it on purpose. Make a plan so you don't have to be caught in a situation where you feel frustrated, or you feel like you don't have enough.
Mhm.
I did for 9 months, I
Right.
believe it was. I
Mhm.
stopped eating out every day. I would
Mhm.
eat out for lunch. I would go to Subway. I would go to Wendy's and get my 4 for $4. Boy, do I miss Wendy's.
Oh my goodness.
I do. I would go to Wendy's to get my 4 for $4. But anyway, I stopped going to Wendy's. I stopped going to Subway. I stopped going to Chick-fil-A and KFC, all those places, because I never, ever packed my lunch.
That's right. That's right. It takes discipline, though.
Yeah. So for 9 months, can you believe in 9 months I saved so much money?
Yeah. Yeah.
And in 9 months I was like, surprised myself and just stopped going out to eat for lunch.
Mhm. Yeah, and packing your lunch
and packing my lunch,
from the meal that was left over from last night.
or just getting
Or
like
just
lunch
getting
meat or
lunch
whatever.
meat. Yeah.
So on purpose, I did that for 9 months, and I'm telling you, it was substantial, the savings that I did. I saved myself.
You remember what I did, right? What did I do?
I don't know. What did you do?
Start putting money in the drawer.
Oh yeah, you didn't tell me about it. I didn't know about it. Right.
I would take, every time I would get paid, I would take a nice size amount of that I would use. Oh, there's the beep again. I'll get it.
Okay.
Let me
Gonna
see.
stop it.
No, it's
Okay.
just, yeah, that's all right. That's
All
cool.
right.
But I would take a nice amount of from my paycheck that I knew I was going to use for, like you said, not spending money on needless things.
Dinner, Friday night dinner.
But no, I would cook. You start cooking, buying your food, and cooking at home, and just anyway, I would put it in the drawer, and it's like how you sweep something under the rug.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't see it, and then all of a sudden you look at the rug and this big old lump on top of the rug. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
what's that under there? You left all that dirt under there. You sweep under the rug. But anyway, it's like that's what happened when I put it in the drawer. It
Mm-hmm.
just grew and it
Mm-hmm.
grew and it grew.
Yes.
And then we made our plans to do what we are going to do. So everybody's different. You know,
Yeah.
everybody does it different. Not everybody's going to try to come to Africa. Not everybody's, you know. So don't think we're pressuring anybody. And if you don't come, that's on you. It's no problem.
No, there's a lot of places. Like I know,
Yeah.
we know a few people who are in Mexico.
Mhm.
A couple people who are in what's that other that have gone other places and say that they're
They
happy
love it,
and
yeah.
they're loving it. You know,
Yeah.
there's so many different places that you can visit and that you can, you know, plan on staying, and you don't have to feel like you're stuck someplace
Yeah.
and have to just write it out, you know. And some of us think that we're too old, or, you know, do I have
Mhm.
enough money, or do I walked away from a whole job.
Mm.
Um,
A whole job.
a whole job.
You sure half a job?
No, I'm just saying, like, I never in my life would think I would walk away from
From a job.
something that was keeping me, sustaining me, paying my bills,
Yeah.
you know, providing for me. And I was like, am I crazy? I'm
Yeah.
about to walk away from my pension, my retirement, my social security, not walking away from my social
No, you
security,
didn't
but
walk from
but
that.
adding money to it.
Yeah.
Am I crazy? You know, but I did. I left it because, you know, I had too long to wait to get it.
Mhm.
And do I want to stay someplace and hoping for a pension or hoping for social security when maybe when I got there, it
Mhm.
might all be up in smoke and it might not even be available.
Mhm.
And here I am, you know, and is it easy? No. But am I making it? Yes.
That's the whole thing,
And
though.
do I have faith that, you know, that I did the right thing? Yes. And am I happy that I did it? Yes. And do I wish I would have did it different? Yes. But I'm here. So I'm saying to you guys, if you do have a desire to do anything even close to what we did, do what you're doing now on purpose. You know, like really start to plan, prepare, and bring everything in. You know, all that lavish spending and doing things haphazardly, like stop it. You know, your life is more important. Your next generation is more important.
Mhm.
Your grandchildren are more important. So, yeah. That's what I want to say. Fred I says, hello, family. I am excited how God is using you in the Gambia. Thank you, Fred. How
Thanks,
are you, Fred? Hope all is well. Paula says, hi, beautiful people. Love watching your lives. Sending so many wishes for you guys. Thank you very much, Paula.
Oh, before we go any further, I did want to say thank you guys last week for all the blessings that are, how do you say, happy birthday wishes, and all of you guys that were so gracious to bless Thierry on her birthday. Thank you guys.
Yeah, I got so many well wishes.
Mhm.
It just touched my heart. The
Yeah.
overwhelming
Yeah.
pour out of love. Wow, I felt so special. So I do thank you as well.
Yeah, I just thought I'd throw that in.
Thank
All
you,
right.
thank you.
Okay.
Wendell says, do you guys have an air conditioning unit in the small house?
No, not yet.
Kenny wants one.
I'm going to get one.
Yeah, but we have to probably have maybe 3 more panels for an air conditioning unit, I
Yeah,
think.
see, and that's what you
Because
have to
the
plan for.
power, yeah, go ahead.
No, you have to plan for the wattage that you're going to use.
Yeah.
With the appliances that you're going to use.
Mhm.
So if you want to use it, you know, if you want to spend that money on like this small house and get the air conditioning in here, or you want to put it into something else like the big house and get all the panels that you're going to need. We're comfortable right now, you know, and air conditioning is good. It'd be nice.
What?
I mean, it'd be
you
nice.
You are an air conditioner person.
I know, but I'm saying when it comes to trade-off.
Oh, okay.
When it comes to the trade-off, as far as whether I want to put the money into the air conditioning unit, it's probably, to get an air conditioning unit, it'd probably be about 500, 600 or something like that. It's not the price.
It's not the unit. It's the panels and the.
I know, that's what I was getting to. I was saying it's the amount of electricity you would use.
Yes.
And you would have to increase your panels and your batteries to do that. So it's not just as simple as getting an air conditioning unit. You got to get the panels and the pack to offset the wattage that you would use on a regular basis. You know, you could trade off, But anyway, that's a different story. But to answer your question, no, we don't have air conditioning.
Yeah, it would be nice. Kenny wants one, and I can do it. I'm not an air conditioned type of person.
Yeah.
I am a cool breeze, open the window, and use
Mhm.
some fans because I don't like to be too cold.
Right.
But I know Kenny would love to have air conditioning
Oh,
because you are an air conditioned person.
I'm an air conditioning person.
You are. You
That's
definitely
okay,
are.
dog.
Yeah. Okay. Because I remember when we were back in the States, I would have to get up in the middle of the night and turn the air conditioner off because I was freezing. You know. So.
Even in the wintertime, right?
Even whenever, it's just like you know.
I opened the window that time.
Christine McDonald says, "Well, mid 80s is my kind of weather. Thanks. Do you know the Parang area? Looking to buy there. Parang.
No, I
I
don't.
never heard of Parang.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm sure it's beautiful though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paula says the gun violence is beyond insane here. How is it possible that this continues? No other country in the world goes through this. That's why I said I think it's allowed, and I think that it's it's so sad.
It's just a lot of hatred.
It's hatred towards
It's a lot of hatred.
And
It's point blank. It's a lot of fear, hatred, and you say ignorance.
Certain groups are allowed to have guns.
Well, I mean, that's it.
And certain groups are not allowed to have guns.
Well, you see what they're trying to do. I mean, I believe that it's trying to, not to get into the whole gun, no gun, and all that. I think they're trying to disarm eventually, and then move with an agenda. I mean, hey, that's another story for another time. So, hey,
like the martial law.
I'm not getting into all that.
Okay.
But
Richmond says, "Peace, family." Hello.
Hello.
Okay. R. Hogan says, "You need to be intentional in life. Actions, getting rid of toxic people, and most of all, our commitment to God."
Yes, and that's what I was going to.
That's a good one. Intentional as far as making your circle smaller, because that's good, R. Hogan.
Yeah.
There's sometimes we have people that we're connected to people, and the people that we're connected to don't have good intentions. You know what I mean? And they do. When you leave their company or you leave their presence, you feel, like every time around them, I leave and I feel like, was that even worth it? Or, and you have to be intentional in your relationships. You have to be intentional in everything that you do, and especially your commitment to God. And I know you want to speak on it, so I'll allow you to speak on
that. Because we talked about that. When we're talking about purpose.
Yes.
And, as far as I'm concerned, and not everybody thinks like me, and I'm not saying they do, but this is what I think. And this is how I live. My purpose is to do the purpose of the Most High. Best of my ability.
Right.
Because, that's intentional. And intentionally, it's like making a conscious decision to do what the Most High said do in any given situation, and that's purposeful, but, we have permission to do other things, and that's like permissive. So if you got permission to do it and you choose not to do it, you got that option, but if you're intentionally wanting to do what he said do, you're going to make a conscious decision to do it, and you make a conscious decision to do anything you want to do. But if you really want to do the purpose that he has planned for your life, you're going to make an intentional effort to do so with, you're going to make an intentional, conscious decision to do it. And so that's how I live, if that makes sense, and the only purpose that I really believe that is worth living is his purpose. Now, not everybody believes that. Not everybody is in agreement with that. They're more so what their purpose is, more than his purpose. But when you put his purpose first, then that's when you really start to come to the understanding of what is necessary for your life, because that's who gave you life. That's who gave you everything you have. So that's where I, come from as far as purpose, as far as living my life. And I can go on and on with it, but I'm gonna stop right there. So you live the same way. Purpose, his will, his way. Yeah. All right.
Okay, the one says, "Hello, Terry and Kenny. Just came but have to leave.
Oh,
But I'm definitely finished watching on the replay.
all
Shalom
right.
and blessings.
Shalom.
Okay, the one, thank you.
Yes.
Wendy says, this is such a great topic, getting rid of so much, thinning out.
Thinning
Yes,
out, yeah.
it's necessary
Yeah.
because, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it could be thinning out so many things. It could be people,
Yeah.
possessions.
Yeah.
It could be mindsets.
Yeah.
It could be like so many different things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because we all have growing, we all have learning, we all have so much to do and to
Mm-hmm.
accomplish. None of us know everything.
That's right.
None of us have arrived.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
Mm-hmm.
we have to live on purpose
Yeah.
and be, you know, open to learn and be open to, you know, when someone has something to share, don't think you know it all
Mm-hmm.
and you have all the answers, because there's so many people here for a purpose, so we can all learn and grow from one another. So we have
Absolutely.
to be we have to be purposeful. We
And-
really
and-
do in everything that we do. I'm
Mhm.
sorry.
No, you don't have to be
Mhm.
sorry, baby.
Mhm.
There ain't no sorry there. Go ahead and say what you got to say. I love to hear you speak. But all I was going to say is that with that purpose, you have to have discipline. And I think there's a lot of lack of discipline in lives that, you know, people have.
Yeah.
You know, to be purposeful, you have to have discipline. So, you know, we can go on and on and on, but that's one of the main things that I think is necessary in order to have purpose and make plans, because you have to stay the course. No matter what it looks like, that's not what the end is.
Yeah.
No matter how it seems, that's not what it's going to be.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to be able to transcend beyond what you see with your eyes and then move into that place that you already know is to be based on what you see. Did that make sense? And that's our purpose. You're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Where we at?
Okay, I don't know. Go up one more. Go
Okay.
up one more time.
No, I think this is the last one here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Wendy says, this is such a great topic. Get rid of so much. Okay, I already read,
You read that one?
Fred says Africa should be.
Yeah.
Africa should be what, Fred?
Africa should be.
Africa should be.
Should
Okay. Will Wimbush says, hi family. You both are our inspiration. Hi Will. How you doing? Thank you too. I appreciate that. Jay's Life Out Loud says, thank you. I needed to hear this message. Hogan said, Terry said a whole job. Like, you know, really, you know, you put all your eggs in a basket and you think that's your whole life. And it really, really isn't your whole life. Catherine McConical says, you, Terry, Wendy's fries are the best. Girl, don't get me like salivating over here, because I'm telling you. Anyways, I stopped dining out as much due to the atmosphere here. You saved so much. Therefore, this made me to be intentional in dining at home and staying alive.
Wow.
Yes, that's true. You do save so much money. I'm telling you. Because when I would stop going to lunch, I think I could go to lunch at Wendy's and spend like what? $12 or $11 for lunch.
Yeah.
I was probably getting a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was like I was spending money.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Electric Rapacity says, we just love both. Thank you.
Thanks.
We love you too.
Yeah.
Rakia says, well, Terry, you just lifted me. I am thinking about allowing my job to expire instead of fighting for them to allow me to stay home. I'm exhausted and ready for a major change. And you know, too,
make sure you have a plan B.
You know, too, Rakia, what happened with me,
yeah.
I think what kind of like pushed me toward saying I want to make a change and I wanted to try something different is because the atmosphere at my job changed as well. At first, it was like all peachy and cream, like, well, not peachy and cream, but it was doable, you know, and everything wasn't that bad. And then all of a sudden, you know, it started changing and, you know, people started treating, you know, the people in authority started treating me badly because I was the only person of color in that department. And I was like, wait a minute, like what's going on? You know, so I would come home complaining always to Kenny. I know as soon as I got to the door, Kenny was like, oh God, here she. I didn't say you did. I'm thinking, I'm thinking this. Like, oh God, here she comes. Like, what happened today? You know?
and nobody would even know. Nobody, if I would tell you the things that these people, the conspiracies and the schemes and the things that they would try to do to come up against me, you wouldn't even believe it. But I'm gonna tell you what. Thank God that I'm a child of God, because He said He would fight our battles for us. And when I learned how to stop trying to fight it with my own strength, and allow the Lord to fight for me, whoo,
Yes.
I didn't have to do anything, because I used to come home so frustrated.
Yeah.
I was like, how in the world am I going to blah, 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 blah? But one day I prayed, I said, Lord, I don't know what's going on, but this is weird how this is happening. But what He did, long story short, is He pushed me to the place where I said, you know what? I trust Him more than I trust this 9 to 5. And that's what I did. I decided that I was going to step out on faith. I was going to live life in my own terms. I was not going to allow anyone to control or rule over me like that anymore. I'm already halfway through my life. Like, when do I get a chance to really enjoy it? When I retire? You know?
And that's
you
it.
know, no. Now I can wake up in the morning, and if I say to Kenny, you know, you want to go to the beach and we go down there and sit, or do you want to go out, you know, sit outside and feed the chickens, drink our coffee, whatever.
Yeah.
We're living it in our own terms, and we, you know, we ain't paying a mortgage. We ain't in debt anymore. And I used to pray. God, I don't want to be out of debt. I don't want to owe anybody, anyone, anything, blah, 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 blah. I want to own my home. I always thought it was going to happen in the U.S. I never knew I was going to be on the continent of Africa living debt free. But the other day when you talked about it, it made me realize God answered my prayer.
He answered the prayer.
It just didn't look like what I thought it was going to look like.
It never does.
But He answered my prayer. Here I am on our own land, living debt free.
Without air conditioning.
And we don't have everything at this moment that we want. But when I tell you, we are so content. There's other things. Yes, I would love to have air conditioning. There's other things. But when I tell you that it is such a blessing to say, wow, that my life did come to a point where I could say I no longer was depending on anyone but the Most High to get me through it. So I can say that because He has got me to this point, and He's going to get me to the next point, and it's all by faith. So
sound like you're living to me.
Finally living.
That's
you know, finally living, and
not existing.
and on purpose.
On purpose,
because
but you know,
I purposed that. You know, I did that. So Rakia, I say to you, not to cut you off, Kenny, you can finish. But Rakia, I say to you, if it's pushing you a certain way, don't fight back against it, because maybe sometimes it's your next season. Sometimes, you know, the door's about to shut, and you know the Most High has something else for you. So I hope that you heed the call, and whatever you decide to do is the best thing for your purpose. Okay, go ahead. Whatever you were going to say, I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, just make sure you go with your eyes wide open, because there are going to be times where you'll question yourself. There'll be times
Did I
when
do the right thing?
Yeah, you'll question yourself, and you'll say, "Oh man, did I do the right thing?" Or, you know, man, should I stay there? Should I not left? Because, you know, and even with me, I didn't just, you know, walk away. I retired, you know, and they kind of like pushed me a little quicker than I wanted to. But I said, you know what? Hey, that's it. You're going to start acting like this? I'm out of here. I got to get away from this and get away from that. It's time to go. So, and that's how it kind of worked with me, you know. So with that being said, everybody's situation is different. But make sure you have a solid plan when you make that decision. You know, don't just go without having some kind of plan on what you're going to actually do, you know, because that's not a good situation either.
Just walk away.
Yeah, just make sure you have a plan. But anyway, I'll leave it at that. There's so much in that. Where we at? Okay.
Isaiah Edwards says, how many panels do you have now, and what wattage are they?
Oh, okay. I can answer that one. We're working with 2 panels, and they're 350 each. And, you know, they're both putting out 24 volts. And so we're working off a 24-volt system with the double batteries, you know. And for those who understand, I got them, they're connected in parallel, and then the other one's connected in series. So anyway, it puts out enough power for us to do what we need to do, but we're building on it. So you don't have to go, and spend all your money and get it all at once. You can work your way into based on how, you want to do it. Just like in the States, you don't just take all your money and buy everything at the same time. If you have it like that, that's fine, know. But if you want to work your way and be wise with how you do it, then, because when you're building and when you got to put your money where it's necessary, and it doesn't always work like clockwork. There's a lot of surprises. There's a lot of times like the weather, whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, but that's the answer. Hope that made sense.
Stacy said, please hit the like button, guys. Yes. If you're in here, hit the like button. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything.
Okay.
You gotta go up a little bit. A little bit more.
I don't know what happened.
Where Stacy said hit the like button.
Okay. Where she say hit the like button? Wow, I really jumped out.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Harmony Clark says fans are far better. Okay. That's how I feel, Harmony. I like a fan. Darlene says, hi, Terry and Kenny. So happy to see you guys. Hi, Darlene.
Hi, Darlene.
How are you?
Yeah.
Good to see you here.
Okay.
One Love says, there are natural coolant stones that our ancestors used as air conditioner. I think it is a limestone.
Well, let me find those.
We got to look into that. We got to get 10 of them.
I'm on a mission now.
Darlene says, happy belated birthday, Terry. Thank you, Darlene. One Love says, air conditioning increase your nitrogen blood level. It's too bad.
Okay.
Barbara says, the only reason I'm not there already is fear of traveling that far alone.
Okay.
My family, husband included, thinks I'm crazy, wanted to go to Africa, but my heart is there already. Wow. Advice, please.
Just keep praying.
Barbara, my advice to you is this. Mm-hmm. Kenny had mentioned to me about Africa, like maybe 5 years ago. No, not 5 years ago. Maybe I want to say 3 years ago, mm-hmm. or something like that. I want to take you to Africa. And I was like, you're not taking me to Africa. I'm not going to Africa. But, he didn't know, like 3 years later, Africa started coming up inside of me. And I started thinking about Africa, and I started praying for the African president. I never told Kenny this, ever, ever, ever. It just came out of nowhere. So, and then I was like, what the heck? I'm praying for African presidents.
Yeah.
And where's this coming from? And then I started watching African programs. I started watching different YouTubers that were going to Africa. Mm-hmm. And one day I came downstairs and I said to Kenny, I think I want to go to Africa. He didn't believe it. He was like, and I said, are you sure? So I'm saying to you that if it's already in your heart, begin to pray for your family, pray for your husband, that he would, if it's meant for you guys to come, that his heart would be turned toward Africa, and watch and see what happens.
And that's important because, you want everybody to be on the same page.
Everyone,
Because even when you would say, no, I don't want to go to Africa, I could have said, well, we're going. We're going to Africa.
Yeah.
And that's it. We're going to Africa.
Yeah.
And then you'd have got here, you'd be like, I didn't want to come in the first place.
I know, you got me here, and I don't have this. I don't have here.
and I always say a person forced against their will in their heart is sitting still. In other words, when you force somebody to do something that they really didn't want to do, they're in their heart. If for example, you tell somebody you're sitting in the chair, you say, stand up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, what happened? Are we on the...
I don't know.
It's still here.
It's still here? Okay.
I believe so. Just slow. Maybe to come back. I don't...
That is the whole duty of man. That's what the Bible says.
And I was going to finish that thought. For example, when I was talking about the chair, and when a person is sitting in the chair, if I say stand up, they say, I don't want to stand up. I said, stand up. And they say, I don't want to stand up. And you said, you better stand up or else. And they say, okay, I'm standing up. And then the whole time they're standing up, they're pouting, they're looking around. I'm standing up, but I'm still sitting down in my heart. Because you force them to do it. But when they want to do it, it's a difference. So that's why we did. If you want to know the truth, it's just now that you have in your heart the desire to do it, it makes it that much easier. Believe you me.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of just being on one accord. And that way you can get through the rough times a lot easier.
Oh, yeah, because let me tell you, the number of times with it came, and if I was forced to come here, it would have been
chasing you. Come back, come back.
It would have been a very horrible thing because
don't leave.
I wanted to leave a couple times, but at my, because of what was going on in my life here, and I chose to come here.
But I don't think it ever got to that point where you was getting ready to get on a plane or anything like that.
No, I felt like I wanted to get
that's
on
a normal thing. Homesick,
Not homesick.
Well, angry. I mean, angry.
Yeah. King Singh says, preaching brother. Honeycomb says, greetings from Texas.
Hey.
Thank you.
Texas.
Hi, Texas. Fred said, Africa should be our okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got you, Fred.
Should be our exit plan.
It
Absolutely.
should be our exit plan.
It should be. But you can't tell everybody that come to Africa,
Yeah.
I would love for everybody to come back. I mean, if they could just, just make their plans and come on back and we just start working here. It's a big difference.
Yeah. Bob Garvey said, he said, don't tell me I'm late for Monday dose.
Bob,
yes, Bob.
Hey,
you
Bob.
get
What's going
4 demerits, Bob. 4 demerits. You are late, though. Hi, Bob. Welcome to the live.
Welcome, brother.
LB says, hey, Arrival family. Really enjoying this real talk.
Hey,
thank you. Thank you. That's what it's about. We have to encourage one another.
Yes.
And if I can share anything about my life that I feel like I could have done better, to prepare or help somebody that's coming behind me, I say do it on purpose, guys.
Yeah.
Start, doing what you got to do. Daphne, thank you so
Daphne,
much
that's a
for
blessing.
the super sticker. We appreciate
Fred.
you. Thank you, Fred. Happy belated birthday,
There
sis.
You go.
Oh,
wow,
thank
that
you.
Was nice.
Appreciate you. Daphne Brooks says, greetings, Arrival.
Yes. Thank you.
And Stacy says, thank you. Oh, okay. Barbara says, P.S. I still plan a visit there first before packing boxes now. That's good. Come and visit, you know?
Do have at your pace.
Yep.
At your pace.
Yeah. Don't be pressured. Don't feel obligated. Just come and visit,
That's
you
right.
know? Harmony says mortgage kills. Yes, it does. You'll be paying for your house forever.
You never get it, though.
You know? Unless you, you would just be paying forever. Yeah. What
it jumped.
Go back down to
right here. Okay.
King Sting says, okay, preach sister Rakia says, amen, thank you. I needed this. That's why I made it here today. Good. I'm wishing the best for you. Be encouraged too. Because nothing is easy, but it's doable.
When you get to that point.
And when you get to the point of you got to make a major move. I don't know. We're all familiar with that movie. What's the movie with Tom Hanks and the little volleyball? Wilson. He called Wilson.
Oh, you're talking about Castaway?
Yeah, Castaway. Remember the movie Castaway? Yeah. And when he finally got free and he saw his ex-wife and they visited each other and she was married and she decided she was going to stay with her husband and he got in the car and he just began to drive. He took that FedEx box that was all horrible and took it to the person. He delivered that FedEx box.
Oh, you remember that?
Then that was a good movie. Okay. Then he gets to this fork in the road, right?
Yeah.
He had 4 ways to go and he sat there and that's how the movie ended.
Okay.
And he was like, which direction am I going to go? And sometimes we get to a place where we're at a fork in the road.
Yeah.
And we're seeing this, we're seeing this direction. And you say, which way do I go? I hope that when we get to that fork in the road, that we use faith and that we do it with purpose and God sends us the right direction.
Because everybody's going to come to that fork in the road.
Everyone comes to the fork in the road.
Right.
Life brings you to that. Life brings you to that because when you get to a point where are you just going to bow out and are you just going to go along to get along? You're not living your life.
No.
But when you make a choice for yourself and say, you know what, even if it's just leaving a job that doesn't suit you anymore, it's not a fit for you anymore. Some people say, I'm not leaving that job. I've been in this job for 15 years. I'm not messing up my, 15 years and blah, 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 blah. Sometimes you have to walk away.
There you go.
If it doesn't fit you anymore and if it's not suiting you anymore, you have to know when to leave, And some people are like, no, I'm just going to retire from here. No, it's not good. Okay, so where do we stop?
Right here, I think.
Okay, Richard says.
Wait, let me see. I might have, it jumped on me a little bit here, so. All right.
Okay, Richmond. It is Richmond. Says happy y'all found a way out and went for greater things. Thank you, Richmond. It wasn't planned. That's what's so beautiful about it and that's why I'm so thankful for me. It wasn't planned for me, and that's why I'm like, woo, this is awesome,
Yes.
And
making preparations
and it's working. It's working for us. So that's an awesome thing. But okay, go ahead, Kenny. What's the next one?
R. Hogan. Okay. Another thing we need to be international about is sharing knowledge, especially with the young people. It's a very sad time for us. Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when I was young, and I say that was back when I say my 1 through 10 years back in the 60s. I would sit around. I would rather go around the old heads and listen to the old heads. I call them old heads. And there were some old heads who talked with wisdom, and some old heads who just talked with foolishness. And I would listen to them, and then I would look at their life, and I was like, not that one. No, 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 no. Well, that one, okay. His life exemplifies something.
Yeah.
So, you're right. And it's sad for our young people today, but they got to be willing. It's a lot of young people who don't want to hear, but there's a lot who do want to hear. So you just got to spread the knowledge, and spread the love, and where the seed falls, hopefully it'll fall on good ground.
Yeah.
And just keep spreading it. Keep spreading it. Okay. And Bob
Garvey says, and Terry and Kenny need millions.
No,
you do not need millions.
No. You need a good plan.
You need a plan, but you do not need millions. It is very easy in the Gambia, and well, I heard that I had never been any other country so far in Africa. This is my first country, but I was told by others that have been to Ghana and different places, in order to set up business, in order to get acclimated to the country, that Gambia is very easy to get acquainted, to get around, to open business, to open bank account. Yeah, it's not a hard country. It's an easy country. So you don't need a lot, but you do need to have money to come.
You definitely need some money.
So come and visit. Yes, come and visit. All right, Kia, thank you,
wow,
sister.
Thank you. That's a blessing.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much, sis. A. Davis says, hey, Arrival family. Glad to be able to catch this live.
Hey.
Thank you, A.
Welcome.
Her Regalness says, peace and blessings, family. I shared the same experience at work, and my mother said, watch God move them out, and that person was removed.
Yep.
It was a daily stressful situation, but Yah had me covered.
Always.
Girl,
always.
Let me tell you, it's true. He's faithful. If you trust him. Yep, he's faithful.
That's right.
Mr. Africa says, I really like the house and the colors.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. Caden Pat says, Africa suits both of you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said when we were interviewing Wendy, Africa looks good on you. Africa looks good on you. Yes. On us. All right. Alessandra Gam Comedy. Hello, Arrival.
Hey,
good evening. Hello, Alessandra. How are you doing?
Gam Comedy.
Yes.
How you doing, bro? It's good to see you. It jumped on us.
It jumped again. Yeah. Alessandra was the last one.
Okay.
Okay, so now.
Where'd it go?
No, right here.
Where? Okay. Yes.
Nala Blacks MER says, hello, guys. Glad I'm able to catch y'all live. Much mirth and blessing. Thank you.
Okay. This said, de nada.
De nada. Gracias. Gracias.
De nada.
De nada means you're welcome.
Okay.
Mind over matter. Faith helps. 30 says, greetings, Arrival. So glad to catch you live. Keep inspiring, beautiful family. Thank you.
Yes.
We appreciate you.
Yes.
R. Hogan says, patience is something that I'm practicing intentional behavior, because I keep threatening my family that I'm going to show up at the airport, but I like to plan for things. I hear you, girl.
That's
Sometimes
right.
you just get impatient. You're ready to go. It's going to work out. Christine Trini says, you have to take the decision or make the decision to visit or move to the continent of Africa by yourself. You have to be ready and willing. That is so true.
That's right.
That is so true.
Don't let no one talk you into it if you're
I didn't let Kenny talk me into it. Let me tell you. I was like, I ain't going
to. I wasn't going to try to talk her into it. No, I said when the time is right, she will let me know. Yeah. And she did. You know, and I'm just so glad we made that move.
I'm glad we made the move as well.
I mean, in spite of all the challenges, you know, and as we were riding through the village, you know, riding through and just seeing everybody just waving and, you know, it takes a moment because it's a different culture. It's a different, everything's different. But you just give yourself time and start learning and just, you know, be friendly if you can, you know, then you learn the community here, you know, the people here, and you start to say, hey, hi, hey.
Let me tell you, we go to the same place all the time. Yeah. And for like what? We've been here, how long have we been coming here for like over a year, building the house and living here. Yeah. And all of a sudden, maybe last week, it might have been 2 weeks ago, I don't know. But all of a sudden, this lady's just yelling, hey, Terry. But she doesn't say Terry. She goes, Teddy. You're like, and I'm like, did she just call me by name? Like, does this lady know me? She's like, hey, Teddy. And I'm like, oh, my God. Like, how does she know who I am? So we just decided that, you know, I don't know how she knows my name. But it made me feel good that she purposed to let me know and to yell every time she sees our car come through. Yeah. She's yelling my name, and I'm telling you, I felt like, wow, I guess I'm home. Yeah. When you go through your neighborhood and somebody that you don't even know,
and you're still learning,
saying, you know, calling you by name. But anyway, that was a good thing.
That was good, and you know, and I think also, you know, when you make that decision, you know, with intentions and purposeful, you know, you got to realize that, you know, things are not going to be the same way that, you know, you thought they were always going to be. You know, and man, I just lost my train of thought.
It's okay.
That's okay. Hold on down.
It'll
come back. It's okay.
It's okay. It's gonna come back. Rory Curtis says, "Do y'all have any regrets now that you have been living in the Gambia for over a year?" I don't have any regrets because I know that I did what was best for me, and hoping that my children decide to follow, and that, you know, for the next generations or my siblings, or, you know, like I could be a bridge. But I would, to be honest with you, I do have days and I do have moments where I'm home, like not homesick, but missing some things because I lived there all my life.
All your life.
And some days I'm like, wow, you know, I missed this, or wow, I missed that. But I know that what I have now far outweighs what I'm missing. Right. But I would lie to you to say that I don't miss some things because that's all I knew all my whole entire life. And yes, it's not easy, but I know I made the right decision. If that makes any sense.
It does make sense, you know, because it on that line, you know, we have a lot of healing to do. You know, we have a lot of healing to do because there was a lot of things that were instilled in our minds and in our lives that, you know, weren't originally there for our ancestors, for our way of life, you know. And, you know, when we start learning that, you know, what was taken away from us, and we start re-understanding, relearning, you know, how the Most High really intended for us to live, you know, you have to come with an understanding that, hey, okay, I got to deal with this. I got to deal with this. I got to adjust this. I have to make, you know, and it's not an easy thing.
It's not easy.
It's not easy, but it's something that is necessary for you to really come to that place, that life that the Most High had for you in life.
Yeah.
You know?
So, but it's not easy for us. But guess what? Yeah. When we were back in America, it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
I mean, look how much you're going too far.
Go ahead.
Look how much we had to sacrifice and how we had to put on that mask when we get ready to go to work and say, you know, I got to make sure I shut my mouth because they'll send me to HR because I'm, you know, speaking what's right, even though the law, the HR rules say this. If you say what you really would feel, or you know, you may lose your job. So there's things that we had to succumb to. There's things that we had to camouflage. There's things that we had to
So we had to really, really, really submit to a lot of things that was so unfair for us as a people in the States.
And that's the mindset.
So you were uncomfortable there.
Yeah.
So when you come here, you have to learn a whole nother thing. So you're a little uncomfortable. But guess what? I'd rather be uncomfortable amongst my people. And that there's not
really uncomfortable. Is that what you mean?
Uncomfortable meaning I'm learning a whole new culture.
You mean as far as you getting okay,
I'm just saying everything.
Yeah, restructuring of the way of life.
I'm not uncomfortable in my living.
No, I know.
I'm learning a whole new way of life. But I'd rather learn a whole new way of life here than to have to go to live someplace where my people are gunned down just because the color of their skin.
Yeah.
I'd rather walk in freedom here. Yeah. So if that helps you, I hope that it helps you.
That was good.
That's how I feel. Bob Garvey said, I wanted to say you don't need a whole bunch of money. You don't need $1 million. And that's why I said what I said, Bob, because I know you meant that. You don't need a whole bunch of money to come here. Just come and visit.
Yeah.
Yes, we agree. Yeah. Christine says, did you build the house you're in now? How many panels would you need? The house that we're in now.
Yeah, it's a small house.
No, the house over here.
No, we're in now. She says the one we're in now.
Oh, all right.
And so like I said, we did 2 panels, and
But if you want to add air conditioning and everything, you probably need 4, right? 4.
Well, I mean, it all depends on what you're going to put in your house. That's the whole thing.
Okay, Wendy says, preach and teach. God is using you to be messages of encouragement. Thank you. It's all about cross-ventilation. Do you get breeze from the beach? Yes, we get such lovely breeze here. Not always, but we do. Kathleen Drew says, hello, Kenny and Terry. Greetings from Atlanta. Hi, Kathleen. Greetings.
Hello.
Barbara says, thanks for the good advice, you guys.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Go ahead.
Okay, Barbara says, thanks for the good advice, you guys. I'm feeling much better now about coming. You two are great. You'll be my first visit once I arrive. Who knows? Hubby might be with me. We hope so. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Bob says they don't need to get millions to make the move. Just visit and plan, especially in such countries like Gambia.
Yeah.
At least cheap a bit because Babylon is more heated. That's true.
And it's going to get even more heated.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Christine says, I am happy to see you guys living in the Gambia and enjoying the country. Thank you, Christine.
Thank you, Christine.
Thank you. Yeah. I am from the Caribbean and I have lived in Nigeria. It reminded me of home. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. There's a place for everyone because a lot of people may come to the Gambia, might not like the Gambia, but they might like Tanzania or Rwanda or Sierra Leone. There's so many countries.
But the Caribbean is close to
the Caribbean is almost like Africa. I mean, yes, very much because I've been to Jamaica and this reminds me of Jamaica. Right. The Gambia reminds me of Jamaica. Right. Tara Jahate says greetings to all. Greetings. Takesha says you are speaking the truth, Miss Terry. I've been at my job 16 years.
Oh, it jumped. I'm sorry. Let me go back.
Okay.
Where do you go?
Takesha.
Wow, that really jumped, didn't it? Okay, here it is.
Okay, Takesha said, I've been at my job 16 years and I decided that enough is enough. I don't care about the pension or any other benefits. I'm leaving Africa. Yay, Takesha. Sometimes you just have to do that. Like, it's just like, it's not even worth it. Like, good for you, girl. Good for you.
Absolutely.
Tara says, thanks, Survivors, for sharing your time and energy watching from Raleigh. Repatriating January 20. Okay.
Wow,
Good, Tara. That's good. Papa Cheesy in the house.
Cheesy. What's up, brother?
Papa Cheesy said, Grand Rising family. Happy to see you all. What is the topic for this evening, Shalom family? Tonight's topic is
doing it on purpose.
Doing it on purpose. Doing it on purpose.
Yes.
Diversity, love,
Love. We send love to you too. Stacy, okay. Papa Cheesy's, okay. Bob says good evening, okay. Wendy Green, hey Wendy. Hi guys, looking great as usual. Wendy. Wendy, I have two things I want to say to you. A few people have asked for your YouTube channel. I said she doesn't have one yet, and then someone wanted to know if they could have your number because they wanted to get information on how you got your dogs to the Gambia. Right. So I just wanted to share that with you, okay? Fitawari Fitness says peace. And Jet, shalom. Yes, shalom. And Jet says, hey Terry, I felt the same. Went to Ghana in 2000 and after 2 weeks with power outages, challenges, I had doubt. But here I am. Can't wait to get back to our house, which we own. Yes.
That's it.
It is a lot, but you learn how to adjust. And you adjust and you make the most of it. And it says, like the video, family. Like the video, guys. If you're in here, like the video. I think our internet is acting kind of crazy right now. Yeah. Mecca 120 says, I have two questions. Did you give up your American bank affiliates and just deal with the Gambian banks?
Well, no, I mean,
we didn't. I don't know what others do, but no.
It's a gradual thing you want to do. You don't want to separate everything in all at once because you never know what you might need to do.
Shine Moss Farm says, hey, from Austell, Georgia. Hello.
Hello.
Mecca 120 says, how is the road going into your land? Do you feel it's ready for rainy season? I think that if our car is up and running, we can make it through. But if our car is not up and running, we are going to be stuck in this house. And we're going to be crying from the road. No,
it's going to be all right. It's going to be
help, fine. Help. Can somebody bring us help? Okay, so, yeah, there you go. Okay, Papa Cheesy said, my journey and destiny to motherland, fatherland, Alcubulian is still on the table. Okay.
Okay.
Alcubulian. Okay, Papa Cheesy.
All right, Papa
you can do it.
You can do it.
Tim Black says, hey, Arrival, I was happy to see the chickens.
Hey.
Yeah, we thought about you.
Yep.
And we're going to do more. We're going to do more videos on the chickens.
Yes.
Yeah, because we're trying to figure a way to get Benjamin and the brownies together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 007 Bounty says, peace be unto you, peace to you.
Shalom to you.
Mm-hmm. You want to read?
No, you go ahead.
Mr. Africa says, I love the house and the paint. We already did that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Tim Black says, are the brownies eggs fertile or just for food?
Food.
They are just for food. And we have two in there we got to get. Yeah. I think there's two in there now. Eula Lee Everett, hey sis, says, hi family,
hey.
Greetings, peace and blessings to you both. Happy belated birthday. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Hope all is well with you and your son, okay? Christy McDonald says, what?
No, I just read that. Go ahead. I was ahead of you.
Just read at least 60 to 70 rounds fired at a graduation in Carolina.
My.
What?
Yes.
60 to 70?
What is going on?
Wow.
Wild West. Yeah.
Rounds fired at a graduation. That is crazy.
That is crazy.
Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's time for you know what time it is. You know, there used to be that song. You know what time it is? It's time to Exodus.
Well, a wise man knows the seasons.
It's time to
and the handwriting's on the wall.
At a graduation, who would need to go in there and shoot 70 rounds?
Ridiculous.
Millie Peters says, thank y'all. I am still building up courage to leave, even though my house is now completed.
Come on.
Millie, you know, it's hard.
Yeah.
Just, you know, I don't know what to tell you to do. Be fearful because you really don't have anything to fear.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to fear here.
Yeah.
But you need to be able to adjust, and you need to be able to assimilate, and you need to be able to adapt.
Yes.
It's totally different. But if you don't mind adapting and you don't mind changing a few things, you'll be very happy because things are totally different.
And it's really, I mean, my perception is like home to me. Yeah. It's like, it's not so like similar. Well, no, when I say that, I know you're going to say that. It's similar, you know, because the people here in the Gambia
are nice people.
No, that's not what I was going to say.
Oh.
But they're like back home, the families at home. You know, when you look at the structure of how it was back in days of old, how the structure of the family was, how everyone was, you know, helping each other, how everyone was working together with each other, and neighbors were neighbors, and you could speak to somebody riding down the street, hello, you know, and so it's really not that far off of. It's just that we, as far as I'm concerned, have gotten away from that, you know, in over the past years or so, decades or so. And now when you come back, you know, it's like you have to really let that come back into your heart and your mind.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and it's once you connect with it, it's like, wow. You know, but it takes a lot.
It
takes a lot, but it gets there.
You know, the sad part about it is I don't even think so much that we got away from it more than it was taken from us.
Well, like, I mean, we gave it away.
You know, like it was like us as a people have been through so much, that we just need to hug ourselves and give ourselves permission to go forward and say it's going to be okay. Because I'm telling you, we have been just dropped off into a whole different land, our ancestors, and forced to make it and forced to live amongst things and people who never wanted us there from the get-go, only to make money off of us, right? To capitalize off of us. And we adapted to so many things in that culture that we lost who we were. Like, who are we?
That's what yeah,
that's what I said. It's the same thing. Like I think it was more taken from us and we gave it away. They took our lives from us, you know? So I'm saying that we need to learn how to live again. And some of us, like you said, Kenny, you're right. We have to learn that.
But you got to do it with purpose,
we have to learn to live.
If you're going
down this way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This thing was moving.
All right. So, okay. Okay. Slow down. I just want to fly drones. Is where we should be at.
Is that where we're at?
Yeah. I just want to fly.
Hi. I just want to fly drones. I'm
right here. Right here. Gotcha. Hello. JD Orca. Hello. Hope everyone is doing okay and prepared for the rainy season.
Yeah.
We're trying to get there, girl.
Yeah.
Papa Cheesy. Okay, go down. He's talking
it's right here.
Oh, JD Orca says patch that Nissan and sell it as soon as possible.
I can't do that now.
Why?
Because everybody knows patch.
Oh, everybody ain't watching this thing.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Mind Over Matter says, do you plan eventually to return to U.S. for a visit?
Maybe.
I would love to, you know.
Maybe.
We have to see how that goes.
Maybe.
JD Orca says, not a good car for the Gambia.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, I believe you. And Tim Black says, hey, Kenny, when Benjamin meets his maker, what sides are you serving with him? Mashed potatoes.
Well, you knew that, right? And collard greens.
Mashed potatoes and gravy.
Mashed potatoes and gravy and some collard greens.
And some collard greens.
Some collard greens and some nice chicken broth.
Okay.
Yes.
My son Yusuf says, hello.
Hi.
And Christine Trinity says, do you see any ready-built houses for sale? Yes, there's plenty of houses for sale here.
Yeah.
They have a whole company called TAP, and they have beautiful homes for sale all the time. So you will have no problem finding a house for sale if that's what you're looking for. Papa Cheesy says Sleepy Joe is sending troops into Sleepy Joe.
Yeah.
Is sending troops into Mali, talking about in case of the wrong people try to take over the government, United States.
Get out of here.
Smell oil. Go figure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Things got to change.
Tara says, for anyone with VA benefits, you can have your check sent directly to a bank in the Gambia. If you request it, you will have to go to the Gambia to set it up first.
visiting November to do just that.
There
Good
you
for
go.
you,
Good.
Tara.
That's the kind of stuff.
That's the kind of stuff we need to know. So maybe we can do like a live on that kind of things. And
on benefits,
and
on how to get your benefits and stuff.
Yeah,
okay,
that's good. Thank you for sharing that with
was
us.
Good. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Hey, Jet, thank you very much for that. Is that a super chat? Let me see, it jumped off. Yeah,
oh,
super sticker.
Thank you, Jet. We appreciate you.
Yes.
Chosen Queen says, "Hi, I'll be relocating to the continent within a year, and I'm looking at Gambia, but it's intimidating as a single female."
Okay. Can understand.
Yeah, can understand that.
Yes.
But
make what's comfortable for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do your research.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to add, there's a lot of women who come here single. McDonald says, "I wish that I could put all of my children on the plane and go. I must build a compound so they can come." Christine, that sounds so good. And I just hope that mines do finally decide
That'd be
to
nice.
come, you know? All right. So I think, is that it?
We're getting down to it.
Jay, Bob
we're way
says,
past
"Nice
our
big
time.
man,
Yeah.
you get there, bro.
Yeah.
We're trying to make it happen." Okay. Patricia. Hey, Patricia.
Hey, Patricia.
How are you? Okay.
Yeah. So that was good. Yeah, we went over a little bit because we're a little late, but
all right.
Everybody be encouraged, and make sure you do it on purpose.
Yeah.
But number one, I think most of all is it's His purpose for your life. When I say His, I'm talking the most high. He has a purpose for you. And if you follow His plan, you'll make it. You will make it. It's not going to be easy all the time, but, hey, you'll make it. All right.
Oh, Hyacinth. Hi. I thought about you the other day. Hope you and your husband are well.
Yes.
That's who we met.
Right.
At Alibaba.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, Barbara says, "Stop using Benjamin in the same sentence with gravy and mashed potatoes."
Hey.
So wrong.
Yes.
Tara says, "Unfortunately, sis, I will be cut off if you're found to be outside." Oh, okay, okay. All right. Okay. No worries. Gotcha. Anyway, we're glad that you're doing what you're doing. Gotcha. Okay.
Gotcha.
Patricia said, "Brother Kenny, amen." Okay, so I just want to say thank you guys for all coming in.
Yes.
Thank you for what you shared. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for everything.
Yes. Thank you, Stacy. Held it down.
Yes.
A little longer than normal, huh?
We appreciate you all, and we just want everyone to be encouraged. Yeah. And for the graduation shootings, I just pray that everyone survived. That is so sad to hear that. When life is just beginning for those children, they have to start their grad. That's so sad. Yeah. So sad. So we have to pray for their families. Yeah. I just want everyone to be encouraged and remember to live on purpose.
Yes.
Plan on purpose.
Yes.
And everything you do, make sure you do it with purpose and intention.
And His purpose.
And just make sure that you're, living on purpose. Yeah. Life is short, right?
Yeah. So
I like to leave use with a thought for the topic.
Okay.
And people take different roads seeking fulfillment and happiness. Just because they're not on the same road doesn't mean they've gotten lost.
Yay. Oh man, it went to the Blake. I wonder if that went through.
I'm going to say it one more time.
Say it again.
People take different roads, and your road doesn't mean they've gotten lost.
There you go.
So we can't judge others for a path that they've taken, and we've taken a different path, and we don't want to project that to anyone here, because just because we're on a different road doesn't mean you're lost or we're bound and we're bound and you're lost, or you're lost and we're none of that, because we all have different roads, and we want everyone to do it on purpose. We love you guys, and we truly appreciate you guys. Yes. And thank you for stopping by, okay?
That was good, baby.
All right. So have a good night.
And with that note, we'll say good night.
All right.